What is going on, guys? It is Stoker here. Guys, welcome back. I know it's been a very long time since I've uploaded, but today I'm going to try to get you guys a video that will help you guys out in making money in GTA 5 Online. So, the After Hours update came out a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to use the nightclub that came with that, and we're going to use a bunker, and we're going to use all of your MC businesses. It doesn't matter if you guys don't have one or the other. This is just to make life easier in different aspects of the game. So let's first get into it by heading over to your nightclub if you have one. Now, what you want to do is you have two options. You can promote your nightclub a lot, $1,000 every 48 minutes. But with that being said, you can either choose to promote your nightclub and make $10,000 every 48 minutes, or you can use your warehouse and produce cargo, cocaine, you name it, they have it. They have all of your MC stuff, bunker stuff, and CEO cargo. Now, this is passive. You don't have to steal or buy anything. This is just manufactured by them. Now, what you do is you assign Technicans to these first five. I'm going to only say these first five because they make you the most money. So you want to do cocaine, meth, counterfeit cash, sporting goods, and cargo. Now, you can also do weed and forged documents, but I'd wait until your other ones are completely full and then go do those ones until those are completely full. Because they don't produce as much money as the other five. But you can only have 5 Technicans. If you could have 7, I would recommend it, but you can only have 5. But now, moving on, you're going to want to make sure you have your upgrades. Now, you can either upgrade them all, or you can just do your equipment and your staff, because that will give you extra leverage in speeding up the processes and keeping your popularity a little bit longer. You don't have to do security. It really doesn't do much but stop raids. I'm going to get more into that later of why I would not recommend that. But until then, let's hop over to the bunker and let's see how we can make money there. Okay, so here at the bunker, you're going to want to do the same thing. But this way, it's a little bit different. You either have to steal supplies or buy supplies. Now, you can buy supplies for $75,000. Now that's what I'm going to recommend if you have your equipment upgrade and your staff upgrade. Once again, you do not need your security upgrade. I will explain why in a little. But what you want to do is if you are looking for just money, have your managed staff completely go to just your manufacturing of your equipment. But you will only want to buy it for $75,000 and not steal it, because you are going to profit off this majorly, because you're going to spend $375,000 on buying product, but you are going to make in the long run $1,050,000. So subtract that all down. It's roughly $700,000. It's worth it in my book. But what you want to do is make sure you have those 2 upgrades, and then you can just buy supplies. And also, it makes it so much easier because you do not have to go steal supplies for your cocaine and all of that stuff, because you're going to be profiting off of just buying it. It makes it so much easier, and it makes you money faster. You go from making 400,000 to a little bit less, but with all your other things ready to go, like your weed and meth and all of that, you can just sell it all and you're making a lot more profit. But once again, we will get into that in a second. We'll get into all the calculations of how much everything costs, and then we will figure out what the best method for you is and how much money you have. So now let's hop over to our methamphetamine farm and let's make some money there. Now, at your methamphetamine farm, you are going to want to buy your supplies like you did for your bunker. Now, you're not going to want to steal your supplies so you're not wasting all your time stealing supplies whenever you could just buy it for $25,000. Excuse me, $75,000. But you're not wasting all your time trying to steal supplies for all of your other businesses. So if you have your upgrades bought for your methamphetamine farm, then you can just buy all your supplies for $225,000 and you can make up to $375,000. But with that being said, you can also decide to steal the supplies and waste more time instead of you can make money or, you know, do all this other stuff. If you would like to steal your supplies, you can make $375,000. But don't forget, you are only going to make roughly around $130,000, but that is still very much worth it. You're only going to have to buy 3 shipments of supplies, and instead of buying 5, you're only buying 3. But if you do not have your upgrades, you're going to have to buy 5, and that's when it's not going to be worth it. You're going to be spending more money on buying supplies than you are going to be making money off of what you bought. But now, moving on, let's go over to the counterfeit cash. Okay, so now with counterfeit cash, you're going to once again buy your supplies for $75,000. But with counterfeit cash, you are only going to have to buy 2 supply shipments. So you're going to be spending $150,000. But you can also make $294,000 from this if you completely max it out. But if you do not have your upgrades, you are going to not make as much money because you're going to have to buy more shipments than you would like. Once again, you can decide to steal your supplies and make more money, but waste more time. But whatever you would like to do, you can do. But once again, you do not have to buy all of your upgrades. You cannot buy your security upgrade, but you can buy your equipment and staff upgrade. The reason why I say this is because you don't have to buy your security upgrade. All you have to do is once you step foot outside of your businesses or anything like that, make sure that you disband your MC. Because if you disband your MC, you cannot be rated. But while you're inside one of your businesses, you cannot be rated. So the only time you should be in your MC is if you're in your businesses. I'm going to stress this once more. Be inside your business if you are in your MC. If you are not, do not be in your MC. But you can still make money if you are in the game and doing this, but you will not be rated. So do not waste that couple $100,000 on all of your security because in the long run, you won't need it anyway. But yes, you're going to have to spend $150,000 on your supplies, but you will make $294,000. So that is a major increase. That's a $140,000 increase. But let's move on to our cocaine. Okay, so now once you get over to your cocaine farm, you are going to do the exact same thing, but this time, just like the methamphetamine farm, you're going to have to buy 3 different shipments. So you are going to spend $225,000, but you are going to be able to make $420,000. Now, you can do this with all of your upgrades bought, Once again, do not buy your security upgrade. You're just wasting money. But you can, once again, steal the supplies and waste just a little bit more time. Or you can just buy them, and in the long run, you will make a little bit less money, but in a faster time period. Because you're not going to be running around the map trying to get all these supplies. They're just going to be there. Now, you might ask the question, what if I have to go somewhere? Well, GTA 5 has this thing where if you go to your facility or to your apartment and watch TV, or if you go to your nightclub and live stream your DJ, you will not get kicked from your session and you'll constantly make money. So it takes 2 hours for your supplies to run out. So every 2 hours, come back and resupply if you can. If not, just leave your system on and continue on with your day. But let's move on to our final thing that we have, and that is going to be our weed. We do not have a document forgery, but weed must do. If you guys do have a document forgery, you guys are going to be spending $75,000 and you're going to make $126,000. So you're going to have to buy only one supply shipment. Now, I cannot answer for Rockstar of why they made it one supply shipment for document forgery, but two for weed and counterfeit cash, but three for meth and coke. I cannot explain that to you. Ask Rockstar yourself, but it does make life a lot easier. But with all that being said, let's move over to our weed farm. Okay, now at our weed farm, we are only going to have to buy two supply shipments. So, once again, we are only going to be spending $150,000. But with this, we're going to be making just a little bit less than the counterfeit cash, and we're going to be making $252,000. Now, that is a small price, but a big increase from $150,000. So, in the long run, after buying all of this stuff, you are going to end up making a lot more money. So if you do decide to buy all your supplies, you are going to be making exactly about $1.9 million. That is with your bunker, coke, meth, counterfeit cash, weed, and document forgery. But if you do decide to steal all of your supplies, you're going to be making $3.1 million. Yes, that is a big increase, but you are spending $1.2 million on just buying supplies. But you can probably make more money. You could probably get back that $1.2 million if you do a Bogdan heist. Now, if you do a Bogdan heist once or twice in the time limit of 2 hours, you can most likely make more than $1.2 million, but I'm just making a rough estimate for you. I don't know how many times you guys can get a Bogdan heist done in a matter of 2 hours, but I could say roughly around 4 if you do the glitch that comes with it. But thank you guys all for watching. Please leave a like and a rating. If you guys are new, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment for anything else you guys would like. Once again, make sure you stay out of your CEO and stay out of your MC if you don't want to be raided or anything like that. But make sure you guys do leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out, and don't forget, stay stoked.